Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally going to do sorry, I have hair everywhere, my swatch video and review and look using the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I've had this for a while, probably about a month now. I have never used it because I have been waiting to film this video for you guys. So obviously the palette has been out for a while. There's already tons of stuff up on YouTube. This is just going to be my opinion about it. Obviously, you know, by all the reviews that are already out there, you already know if you want this palette or not. So if you do want to skip all the swatches that I'm going to do down my arm, I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'll do it. So if you want to skip to that, I will put a time down below if you guys just want to see the look that I create with it, so you guys can skip ahead to that. But if not, we will do all of the normal things that I do. I will swatch them all down my arm. I will talk a little bit about the palette, and then I will get into a look. So this has 18 eyeshadows in 4 ready-to-layer textures. So you get 8 mattes, 6 pressed pearls, 3 duochrome toppers, and you get a daring glitter. So if you guys haven't seen the palette yet, this is also the insert that comes inside the palette, which is kind of really cool. I'm going to leave that in there just because it'll block the mirror off a little bit. But these are the shades that you get in the palette. So it's lots of different like purples and some oranges, a little bit of pinks in there. It is really, really pretty. Even when I've been looking at this palette today to do a look, like you could do so many looks with so many different colors using this. I'm going to go for like a more neutral one today just because I am working tonight and it's, sorry, my voice is kind of going. Everybody at work is sick right now. They're either calling in sick or they are sick working. So it's only a matter of time before I get what everybody has. But yeah, so we are on our chicken and rib fest at work right now. So it means we all have to wear plaid at work. So I'm wearing blue plaid tonight. So I do want to stay away from a lot of the purples, but I think doing something with some of the more neutral colors or the oranges would be really pretty. So I will stop yammering. We will get straight into swatching. I'm going to, I guess, just swatch row by row, I think. Obviously, I haven't touched any of them yet. They're all brand new, so we will just go going. So I'll kind of do 3 at a time because I've got 3 fingers. I do, look at that. How prepped and prepared am I? I have some Come Clean makeup wipes sitting in front of me as well. Also, if you see this shirt a lot in a lot of videos, I am planning on filming like 4 videos today before I go to work just because I've been slacking so hard on it since I got back from Mexico. And the weather is crummy outside, so that means it's perfect for filming because I'm not going to get any glare from the sun. So the first color is going to be Desert Sand, and this is one of the mattes. It looks almost white on camera, but it does have a little bit of like a peachy kind of a tone to it. So that's that there. The next one is Musk. It's like a taupe kind of a brown color. Right there. Next one is Eden. It's like a salmon sort of a orangey pink. I hope you guys can see these. Maybe this light's too. There we go. I'm obviously not swatching straight because it's been a while. I'm a little out of practice, so I apologize for that. Wow, these makeup wipes are strong. I'd never used these before. I got them in a beauty box like a while ago, and I'd never had to use them, but they're pretty good. So this next color is in Amber. Oh, and my hair's in it now. Great. So that one right there. That's really, really pretty as well. Okay, so this one is one of the first pearl ones. All the ones up till now have been matte. This one is in Blood Moon. Ooh, it feels really buttery. Look at that. How beautiful. I feel like like what kind of tells you if it's a good palette or a bad palette is seeing how they do in the mattes versus these, because a lot of palettes will only do well in one or the other, but so far like the pigmentation in the mattes is pretty good. I mean, that's just a one swipe thing. I don't tend to double swipe my swatches just because I want true color. But like I love seeing how well these perform because I do find that a lot of them have a lot of fallout and this one does not. Look at that. That's beautiful. Those 3 actually would go really well in a look together. now that I'm looking at it. And I wish I had shown you, and I'll show you guys on the next one, even after swatching that, I still had a ton left on my finger. So super pigmented. This one is OUD. Sort of like the darkest one on that top layer. And that's right there. So those are more of your neutral colors. I'll show you guys the palette really quickly again so you guys can kind of see how they match up. So that's the first row right there if you guys want to see how true to pan they are. And I would say pretty true. So the next row is getting into a lot of the fun colors. It looks like there's a lot of those duochrome toppers in here. The glitter's on the third level. I assume, I'm pretty sure, I don't know. How many are there? 3 I assume that this is the glitter down here because it is the most intense one. And then that the 3 here are those duochrome toppers. But we'll find out as I'm swatching. So this first one, and if I'm right, this is a duochrome topper, is in Celestial. I'm for sure right. I can see the duochrome, and I hope you guys can too. Here, I'll get my face out of the way. So it's kind of, oh, I wish you guys could see it as good as I can. See if I can get some light shining on it. Because it is like a gold to orange duochrome. Do you guys see that kind of now? Right there. Really pretty. Okay, the next one is in Nefertiti. And I'm pretty sure this is just a pressed pearl. It's like more golden. Almost kind of has like a shell color to it. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Okay, the next one is in Twilight. I'm pretty sure this is another duo. Oh, it for sure is. I really hope these are showing up. So this one kind of has like a purple, pink, blue shift to it. Super pretty. I'm so excited to play with this palette. I don't know how I've like kept away from it for so long. I've been trying to go back as well and like try and use a lot of my older palettes and sort of see what I'm still liking, what I'm not. Because I kind of forgot about a lot. If you guys have seen my makeup collection video, you know I have a ton of palettes. It was really hard for me to get away from always using my new ones. So I've been kind of digging back into the old ones lately. This one is Amethyst. It's this really, really pretty like purple kind of color. And I feel like it is a matte. But the mattes even have like a little sheen to them, which is like in the pan, which is kind of weird. Here, I'll kind of show you guys what I mean. Hopefully you guys can see it. Do you guys see how there's like a little bit of sheen in that? And maybe that's just because I just had glitter on my hand and I transferred it over. Maybe it's my own fault. So that's that there. Next one is in Royal. It's another pressed pearl. This is another really pretty color. Really like that. They just glide on like they're butter. They're so nice. And then the last one in this row is Retrograde, and this is the last of the duochrome toppers. And this one is brown with a little pinky blue shift to it. It kind of reminds me of, I have a MAC pigment that's like blue-brown or something like that. It's vaguely reminiscent of that, but not quite as dark. So that's that. So those are the next row from the glitter down, and I will pick up the palette and show you guys again so you guys can kind of see how close it gets to the in-pan color. So that's that second row there. Now we're going to move on to doing the third row. Am I going to have enough room? Should I start swatching here for you guys? I'll start doing that. So this first one is in Cashmere. That's a really pretty color. It's like a pearl, but it's like a neutral pearl, so that's really nice. Put that right there. Look at that. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, next one is Angelic. I feel like I have like a lot of colors very similar to this. I have one that I bought, I don't remember when, close to my birthday, I think last year. That reminds me a lot of that. It's from MAC though, and I don't remember what it's called. Okay, so this is the glitter topper. Now on the back it says that you're supposed to take like a firm flat brush and pat it on. So I don't know exactly how this is going to play. I just tap my finger in it just to get a little bit for a swatch, just because it is a glitter. So it's going to swatch kind of funny, I'm sure. But that's that there. I didn't get a ton, just because you can kind of tell a glitter. Now, having said that, it does smooth out really nicely. And I don't notice a ton of fallout, which is really nice, because that's sometimes the hazard with using a glitter, is that the fallout is just not worth the hassle of actually using the product. This next one is in Turkish Delight, another super pretty color. I think that the pressed pearls are what's winning me over the most in this palette. Not that I don't like the mattes or those duochrome toppers, but like, look at these two. And like, look at some of the ones here. Obviously the brightest and boldest ones have seemed to be those pressed pearls. So there's two left. This one is Saffron. It's really pretty red. Okay. And the last one is in Blazing, and it's like a burnt orange kind of color. Like that. So again, those are the colors there. What's the best way to do it? Those are the colors there. Wow, I'm so skilled at filming. Anyway, so that is all of the colors swatched down my arm. Based off the swatches alone, I'm really excited to play with this palette. I wasn't disappointed by any of the shades by any means. I mean, obviously some of the mattes are a little lighter. Excuse me. But having said that, that's kind of the color that they just are. They're light. They're more neutral. I have eyeshadow on my face. Great. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited to play with this. Just based off the swatches, I am super amped on this. Nothing is disappointing me as far. I'll wipe those all off. Now my arm's gonna be glittery for a day. That's okay. That's okay. I'll go to work with glitter on my arm. No big deal. One thing I didn't bring is Kleenex. Yeah, well, what can you do? Alrighty, so now I have all my brushes in front of me. I've got the palette in front of me. I have my color switch in front of me. We're going to get straight into an eye look because I don't want this video to be like 40 minutes long. First thing, you guys have seen me do this a million times before. I should have done it earlier. Prime my lids with Painterly Paint Pot. It's my favorite one because I do tend to carry more pink undertones in my skin. Now, sometimes, for whatever reason, I can have yellow undertones, but I find that I'm more pink more often. So if you guys have seen me reach for this, it's because it is my favorite primer for my lids in terms of not doing anything to the color. Like, I love my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Sin, but it is a glittery primer potion. So it kind of changes the effect of the shadows, and obviously on a day like today when I'm doing a first impression, I don't want to do that. So like I said, I think I'm going to stick to more of those like orangey tones. I think would look really pretty. I haven't decided yet if I want to play with that glitter today, but I will eventually, so keep an eye out for that. So first thing I'm going to do is take the top color in Desert Sand. This sort of strikes me as the only color that could be for literally all over your lid up to your brow bone. So I'm going to take that, and I'm taking a flat top brush, and that's in there, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. Yeah, like I said, just looking at that, it is obviously like going on my lid a lot better than it like one swatched on my arm. Not that the color was patchy on my arm, it was really light though, but that looks like the perfect color for a base. So that's awesome. So next, let's do, trying to decide exactly, got eyeshadow everywhere, exactly kind of where I want to go with this. Do I want to stick to more browns? Do I want to... Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to take... Okay, I have an idea. This is going to be a super neutral look. If you guys want to see me do something else that's more bold from this palette, let me know and I'd be happy to do so. I've also got another Disney-inspired thing coming up next week. Mickey and I have talked about it. We've already decided on the movie, so I know that a lot of these colors for me will come in handy for the character that I'm doing from the movie. I'm not going to tell you who it is because then you will guess it right away, but that's coming up next week. So I'm going to take this color Musk. It's like that taupey kind of brown color. And I'm going to put it all in my crease from the outer corner to the inner, just to deepen up that area. And then I'm going to go back into my crease with like a darker color after. Just on the outside, just to give it a little bit more definition. In case I didn't say, this is a MAC 2, half my numbers have worn off, 221 brush. I use it all the time in almost all of my videos, so you guys will definitely have seen me use it before. It is my favorite brush for getting into my crease. I have a clean one here. Look at how like small and tapered it is. It's just perfect, in my opinion, to get in there. And that's really all I use it for because it is a fluffier brush. But it's my favorite. Do they match more or less? Let's do a little bit more here. As per usual, I do have like a little mirror here on its own because sometimes it's hard to see in the camera exactly what I'm doing, but I am getting better at it. I just normally don't do my makeup into a camera, if you know what I mean, on a regular day-to-day basis. Oh, that'll be a good idea. Okay, I have a really cool idea for what I'm going to try and do, and we'll see how it works. But for the next part, I think I'm going to go into the amber color. Yeah, let's use amber. So it's this color here. And we're going to do that also in the... Wow, look at how much pigmentation is picked up on the brush. So we're going to go from outer to about halfway. Maybe a little more because I went a little more. But I'm going to add a third color just to the outer corner when I'm done this. I am going to bring it in to like my lid a tiny, tiny bit, but most of that's going to get covered with some of those duochromes or the pearls. I haven't quite decided yet. There's so many colors in here that I want to use that it's making this really hard to decide like where to go with this look. But that means that you guys will definitely be seeing this palette on my eyes a ton, because this might eclipse my Kat Von D Saints and Sinners palette as my favorite for right now. I have a lot of favorite palettes, but for right now. And I know I also don't really film monthly favorite videos. Every month I say I'm going to do it. I think I filmed 1 or 2 in the past, and every month I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And then the month passes me by and I never do it. So I think what I might just do is do it for the end of the year maybe. And then from then on, I will start doing them seasonally. So I'll do like, what are my winter favorites? What are my summer, spring, fall favorites? Just because I do find that that's sort of how my makeup switches. Like I find that going month to month, I'm still using a lot of the same makeup from the month before. It only really crazy changes up as the seasons change, as you would expect, because I wear a lot darker, bolder colors in the fall and winter than I do in the spring and summer. So I think that that's going to be the way that I start doing it. If that's okay with you guys, if you do want me to do monthly favorites, I will do it. I will make sure that I set aside enough time to do it. But I haven't really heard anything from anybody about that I'm missing out on them or anything. But yeah, if you guys feel like you want to see my monthly favorites, I can do that. That's not a problem. So I'm going in with this color OUD. It's that darkest color on the top row. And I'm going to just do that right there on the outer corner. And I'm going to bring it partway into my lid as well. Also, I know that a lot of people do these videos as voiceovers, or they speed up the process and put like music in the background. I like talking, if you haven't noticed. It's sort of like a thing in my family that the females all like to talk and the men sort of just sit back and are pretty quiet. But I really like chatting, which is why I do Chit Chat Get Ready With Me, which is why I don't do voiceovers as well. But if you guys, again, want to see me start trying to do some of that, I can. I don't want to completely change the vibe of my channel because I feel like And I'll talk more about this next week when I put up my year anniversary channel of why I film the way I film. But yeah, I feel like this is just kind of me. It's real, it's raw, whatever. If I make mistakes, I make mistakes. If I get eyeshadow on my chin, I get eyeshadow on my chin. If you guys saw my like MAC holiday haul release, whatever, you know that I can't put lipstick on sometimes. I think that's just who I am as a person. I like to laugh at myself. I'm really liking this eyeshadow look also. But yeah, if you guys want to see me try and polish up a little bit, I can. But like I said, I don't want to take too much away from who I am. So that is most of my crease work done, and I'm really liking the way that these colors blend out, the way that they layer. I feel like I didn't pick up very, very much product in any of those pans, and the pigmentation is insane. And like I said, I don't know how they would be with other colors, but I do feel like they're blending really nicely together as a palette. So the next thing that I'm going to take, I think for today I'm not going to be playing with the glitter, but I will be in the future because I do want to see how it works out. I just have another really cool idea of something I kind of want to try, and we'll go from there. So I'm taking the color Cashmere. It's one of those pearl colors. It's the one that I said was the most neutral one. It's just in this bottom corner. It's kind of like a shell sort of a tone. So I'm going to take that on that same flat brush, and I'm going to put it from the inner corner to about halfway, just like that. I like that it doesn't show up a ton, but you do get like a little bit of like a sheen and a shimmer to your eye. Looks really pretty. And then for the outer half of my eye, I want to go with this color Blood Moon. I think just to add like a real pop of like those oranges. So I'm going to take that color, come here, and put it from halfway outward, like that. Just like that. I really love this palette. Oh my goodness. If you guys haven't gotten this yet, I hope, and I know that a lot of people pick this up in the VIB Rouge sale if you're Sephora VIB Rouge. I know a lot of people picked it up then. I picked it up before. There's a lot of palettes out there on the market, like a lot of them. And it is really hard to sort of pick in between which ones you want. There is a Natasha Denona. There's one or two really big Natasha Denona ones that I really, really want, but they are expensive. Like even the one that's like, I'm pretty sure it's only 16 shades, though it might be 18. I don't totally remember, but it's like around the same size as this. The pans are a little bigger, but it's like $160 or something crazy like that. This palette I'm pretty sure was $60. It makes it really hard to justify buying something that's so freaking expensive when another brand is putting out a palette that's like a lot of similar tones. And anyway, as per usual, my SD card is full on my phone, so great. It cut me off halfway filming. But yeah, like I was saying, it's hard to justify paying $160 on a palette when another one that's only like $60 will do similar but the same thing or whatever. Having said that, that's not to knock the Natasha Denona palette that I'm talking about. It is stunning, and one day I will get it, but that's going to have to be like a special reward for myself for doing something great. I don't know. We'll see. So I think that I'm pretty happy with how that looks. The only thing I am going to do is take my, where are you, little brush? This one, my little pencil brush. This is my MAC 219 brush. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take some of, how dark do I want it to be? Let's do the amber color. I was going to take the OUD color, but I think that's too dark. I'm going to take some of this color, and I am going to smoke it out on my lower lash line. And I am only going to go about halfway, because I think I'm going to also add some of that musk color, just so that's not so orangey red, if that makes sense. There we go. And then I am going to also go in with, just for like a corner highlight, I want to try this color Nefertiti and just do that in the corner. I know I already put some of that cashmere color in there. But I want the inner corner of my eye to really, really pop. Like that. Okay, so all that's left to do is put on eyeliner and mascara. I will do that off camera because every time I do it on camera, I make a disaster of myself. And then I will come back and tell you my final thoughts on this product. Okay, so as promised, I seriously struggled doing my eyeliner. I'm happy I didn't do it on camera. But yeah, so final kind of thoughts and opinions on this palette. If you are in the market for a new palette and these colors speak to you, and I do say that because they are mostly like warmer tones, there's some purples and stuff. If you are more of a fan of, you know, blues or greens, stay away from the palette. If you only like matte shadows, stay away from the palette, because I would say that the shining part of this palette is those pearls and the duochromes and even that glitter, even though I didn't play with it today. I'm really looking forward to doing it. The mattes are great. They are fantastic. They're really buttery. They blend really well. You saw I used, I think, 4 of them, and they are fantastic. But my favorite part of this is definitely the pressed pearls. Yeah, I definitely highly recommend getting this. I am so excited to play with it more. I can't believe that I avoided it. Like, it was sitting in my drawer for a month and I never touched it. So yeah, definitely try it out. If you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see. Keep an eye out. I am filming a ton today, so all of those videos will be coming up soon, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.